Hi, this is Sheena from Lyca Radio, and joining me today is someone who's known for the grace, who's known for effortless and seamless screen presence, from rom-coms to thrillers, and now she's stepping up into a new avatar. And I have to say, it's an amazing avatar and fearless one. And I have to say, it has to be a detective role only in Detective Sherdill. So probably I'm so excited right now because I'll be chatting with fabulous Dinah with you as well. And it's so interesting for me to even think about because day before yesterday I watched the trailer and it was like a dream come true. So basically start interviewing you. So first and foremost,
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome.
Thank
And
you.
thank you. And just to start with, I think the first and the foremost thing I think everyone would want to know about how this role landed up into your space, and then what was your first reaction after hearing the script?
Actually, Ali, the producer, got in touch with me for this role, and he said that Ravi will be directing it. And that's when I first started to read it. I said, I would love to read it. He said it's a whodunit murder mystery. Very interesting, but also quirky and fun. So I said, I'd love to read it. And that's how it happened. I read the script and I found it very interesting. It was an interesting role and a part for me as well to play a detective. I had not done that before. So it would be it was going to be something new for me. And yeah, so that's how it happened. I read the script and I was quite intrigued, and I asked him because it was a very there were a lot of characters in the script as well. So I asked him who has been cast as in all these different parts, and then he told me, and it was such an amazing cast. Like the cast was full of such good, powerful actors that I automatically, in an instant, I said I would love to be a part of this because I would love to work with these actors. They're amazing. So that's how it happened. Yeah.
That's quite amazing. Now, you reinvented yourself for this particular movie as, I would say, a no nonsense kind of a razor sharp detective.
Yes.
Did What inspired you to do that shift? And were there any preparation for this particular role, any workshops or?
There were a few workshops I had to do because part of there were some parts in the script where I had to do sign language, and I've never done sign language before. I didn't know anything about it, so I had to learn the basics. So I did a few classes, few workshops of sign language. Um, every day, the basic, how to talk and how to speak and how to say good morning and how are you, and the basics, but also what the script demanded. So there were chunks in the script that I needed to learn of my
Okay.
dialogues, but in sign language. So that was definitely one part of the prep, and the other part of the prep was watching other detective films which had female leads in them, just to observe body language and things like that. And of course, doing workshops with the director, sitting and also just discussing a lot about the scenes and about the character and building the character. Where he had some ideas, I had some ideas, and we kind of put them together and decided this is how we want Natasha to be. So all these various things were part of the prep for this film.
That's quite fabulous. Now I'll be moving on to the chemistry with I call him Pagala Munda Diljit Dosanjh. And basically we all know about it, like Diljit Dosanjh is a comedy king. How easy was it to work with Diljit, and is he an introvert or extrovert, and how was it establishing that kind of, from the promos and what I've looked at, it looks like a very uh, you know rivalry kind of a chemistry as well, but
Yeah, I
it's
think it's the fact that our personalities like the personalities of our characters are so different from each other, like they're opposite. So I played this very no nonsense, practical, headstrong detective, and he's the opposite. He's like this flamboyant, like funny, a guy with like a sense of humor, and so we're very different personalities, which is why when you put them together on screen, there's friction and they don't really get along, but that's also part of the humor. But Diljit was an amazing guy to work with. I had never met him before this film, so the first time we met was on set, and he came across as very quiet and shy and introverted initially, but then I realized that he opened up over a period of time, and he has a great sense of humor, and but most importantly, he's just very very soft spoken, very polite, and very respectful of everyone around him. He spoke very respectfully to everybody on set, and that's something that really stood out because here's this global icon and superstar, and on set he's actually this really quiet, introverted, shy guy.
Oh.
So it was really, quite. It was a pleasure to work with him because it was just a very chill process.
And as they say, opposite attracts, and it'll be good to see the chemistry where one is just taking it easy and the one is like with a proper,
Yeah,
the process in
it's
place.
that's where
Yeah.
the humor in the film is. Yes.
Yeah. So, what aspects of Natasha, as you mentioned, that the role that you're playing, are more relatable to you as individual? Are there any such aspects?
There's a lot of character, like there's a lot of things about her that are similar to me in real life. Like even I'm very practical. I'm quite straightforward and no nonsense. I think I'm just not as serious as Natasha is in the film. Like when I watched the film, I realized that she doesn't really smile much, and I'm not that person. I definitely am more like lighter. And I'm not as serious, as her. But yeah, I am also very practical, very straightforward. What you see is what you get, and kind of I also when it comes to work, I like to get the job done, which is
Okay.
quite similar to my character in the film.
And talking about other star cast, in this movie there are veterans like Boman Irani is there, and Ratna Patak is there, Chunky Pandey is there, and then there are other characters as well. Was there fun on the sets? What was the vibe
Absolute
like?
fun. It was absolutely because everybody, even though they're all such senior actors and so good at what they do, they're also very lovely people, all of them. So it was a very chilled out set. It was one of the most fun sets I've worked on because everybody got along. There were so many of us, and we all got along with each other. And we used to hang out quite a bit. So after we finished wrapping up shoot for the day, we would make plans to go to a new restaurant every day and try out some new
Yeah.
cuisine and new food and all the happening spots in Budapest at the time. So we did a lot of fun things together, and we spent a lot of time with each other, which made it even more easy on set. Because then uh, all the ice was broken, and we were already really good with each other. So it was much easier to perform and to work together, and it was just one of the most fun times I've had.
Wonderful. And you've played such amazing and versatile roles in your acting career. Is there any really specific role that you basically want to do next? From
Yes, I
detective,
want I want to do an action film, out and out
Okay.
action. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
dying to
Yeah.
do one.
So maybe whosoever is listening, directors, definitely you know
Yes.
what's the next choice. And talking about the movie itself, what is the plot like? I can see there are a lot of suspects in the movie. What basically comes from the trailer? Is it
Yeah.
all about that comedy and more of like a
No, it's a whodunit murder mystery with
okay.
elements of drama and comedy as well. But essentially, it's a murder mystery, and the whole plot is trying to find like these two detectives, Sherdill and Natasha. Sherdill is Diljit. Natasha is my character. They get together to try and find the murderer, and that's basically the plot. And uh, every the things keep unfolding along the way, and there are twists and turns, but towards the end you get to know who actually did it and why they did it. So that's essentially the story and what it's about, but it's a fun ride. It's not like it is serious also, but it's also funny.
So, how was it like? Because you have performed so many roles now, being a detective and working with such a great star cast. Sometimes you get challenges as well, and there are fun elements on the set as well. Do you remember any one incident which is like which you want to share with everyone, which was like will always be carried as a memory for you future?
I think Chunky's introduction, like his character's introduction in the film, was quite a funny scene, and that I will always remember because I couldn't stop laughing. And every time he we did we we had to redo the takes because I laughed. In two takes, I laughed, so we had to redo it, and that's something I'll never forget.
Oh, that's amazing. And before we wrap up, and I ask, the last question, there'll be a quick rapid fire with few couple of questions. You just have to pick the right option for you, or whatever is the answer. Coffee or chai?
Coffee.
Coffee. And what about heels or sneakers on the set?
Sneakers.
Last show that you binged watched?
Oh wow. Sorry, can't remember. What was the last show
No,
I've been? Sorry, can't remember. When you put me on
that's
the
fine.
spot, my memory just like deceives me.
And a song on your current playlist?
Ed Sheeran's new song,
Oh,
Sapphire.
okay.
Yeah,
Sapphire. Okay, I think it's on everyone's, right?
yeah.
A co-star you would want to work again with?
Co-star want to work again with Baman Irani.
Oh, it's been, I think he was there with you in cocktail, and then
Yes,
maybe he's a
yes,
lucky charm for you, right?
yes.
Indeed, yeah, I know. Finally, what message would you like to give to, audiences who are listening to you? And one takeaway from this particular movie, Detective Sherdill.
Well, my message is that please watch Detective Sherdill, which is releasing on the 20th of June on Zee5 Global. It's a whodunit murder mystery, but it's full of drama, suspense, thrill, uh, the plot unfolding, twists, turns. So definitely watch it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And
And it's
yeah,
a blend of comedy and, as you're saying,
yes,
mystery,
yes, mystery,
and
comedy,
it's
all of it.
yeah,
It's got it all.
and family friendly vibe. I think that's what we
Full
all need.
family friendly vibe for sure.
And it's releasing on OTT platform. It's releasing on Z5, so
Zee5
everyone can
Global.
watch it,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But thank you so much. It was amazing
Thank
speaking
you.
to you and talking to you. And
You,
I
thank you
have
so
to
much.
say, you have a very beautiful smile. Keep on
Thank
smiling,
you.
eh?
Thanks so
And we'll
much.
love to see you in the action movie next.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.